Welcome to this demonstration of the MeasureColor Advanced Statistics module. In this video, I'll demonstrate how to create a new search criteria and look at results. To begin, we come up and look at the search field in the criteria up at the very top left. If we see that we have no criteria already specified, we press the plus button to create a new set. Here we can name this set, and in this example I'm just going to call it Demo. Down below, we have the opportunity to place different rules to control what search results we receive. So to add new rules, we press the plus button, and we have an extensive list to choose from as for what we're looking to retrieve from the system. Let's create a very simple one based upon all the jobs we do for our client colorware. So if I go to the job list and choose Client is Colorware, I now can press search and see that I have 5 jobs with 59 measurements that meet that criteria. I can further refine my search by pressing plus again, and let's say I want to see jobs that came off of our offset press. In this case, I'll choose Machine, Condition is Offset Press. I can press search again, and now my list is reduced to 3 jobs and 42 measurements. You can continue adding as many criteria as you like, making your search as wide or narrow as you choose. Once you have the data set that you wish, you can press the Statistics button to analyze the results. We start by looking at the Trends view, where we see the date and time the jobs were started, 2 trend graphs that you can configure for delta E, density, or dot gain, and all the job results are stacked side by side so you can compare them over time. In addition to the Trends view, you can come to average dot gain and CTP performance to analyze per color dot gain behavior. As I look through my different colors, my white line represents my target, my black line represents my measured results, and the gray region that you see represents the standard deviation. So in the case of a wider shadowed gray region, you can see that you have more variance in the behavior of this color than compared to the others. Next, if I look at my Summary tab, I can see what I searched for at the top, the 3 jobs that contributed data to this report, and then different scoring attributes as I scroll down. In this case, the score is broken down into each component that I measured, and each scored element tells me my average score, spread, highest, lowest, standard deviation, number of measurements in that deviation, and the number outside. As I continue scrolling, I can look at delta E. So for each color, I can see my average delta E, the spread, the highest delta E, the lowest, the standard deviation of delta E, and how many were in and outside that deviation. In addition to delta E, I can actually see actual densities measured from the color bar, same type of information as I saw for delta E. I can also see density differences to my database targets. Further, I can see actual dot gain behavior at each screen percentage. To make this easier to see, you can choose specifically which color you're looking for. So if I'm looking for magenta, for example, I can see all the screen patches I have of magenta. As I scroll down, I can further see dot gain differences to my database target for all of my different screen colors and different screen percentages. With all this data, I can export it out to Excel in CSV format, and I can also print a very comprehensive report, choosing which of these attributes I wish to print out. Printing out this complete report will result in data tables, dot gain curves, trend lines, and statistical analyses that you can use to prove the conformance of a job over time on a machine by color, whatever you need.